All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Kenna Warren, and I am the Acting Secretary for West Virginia ACRO. Welcome to the Virtual College Exploration for all West Virginia students, sponsored by the West Virginia Association of College Registrars and Admissions Officers and StriveScan. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of the many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the full schedule at WVACRAO.org. And this presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same website, WVACRAO.org. And I will now turn it over to our presenter.
Thank you. Let's get this pulled up. Okay. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to my presentation of Bethany College. My name is Stephanie Bell. I am a senior enrollment counselor at Bethany, and I work with all prospective students from Maryland, New Jersey, New York, Virginia, and West Virginia. So I will be your primary contact throughout your entire admission process. If this is your first time learning about Bethany College, welcome, and I'm super glad that you are here. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back to learn more. We have about 45 minutes together today, so I do plan to talk to you about Bethany for about 30 minutes or so, and then we will do some Q&A for the remainder of the time. While I am presenting, please feel free to enter any questions into that Q&A box, and then I will answer as many of those as I can during our Q&A time. Here's a quick overview of what we will cover today. We will go over some quick facts about Bethany, where the campus is located and where our students come from, an overview of Bethany's programs of study and something called the Bethany Plan, our student support services, including academic support and health and wellness support, an overview of housing, dining, athletics, and student activities. Then when we get to admission, we'll talk about applying, required application documents, and timelines. And then for financial aid, we will touch on some scholarship opportunities and the FAFSA. To get started, I do want to share one of our short 2-minute virtual videos with you.
Of today, and one that's recognized for excellence, and it's definitely one.
Bethany was founded in 1840 and is the oldest private college in the state of West Virginia. Our students currently represent 25 states and 13 international countries. The college is related to the Disciples of Christ Church. Our student to faculty ratio is 10:1, and our average class size is about 14 students. As an NCAA Division III athletics institution, we have 22 athletic programs plus a co-ed equestrian program. Princeton Review just came out with their Best of the Best Colleges region by region report, where they recognize 655 colleges and universities over 5 regions. Currently, there are just about 2,500 four-year colleges and universities in total in the United States, and Bethany was listed as one of the 142 best colleges in the Southeast region. Bethany College is located in the northern panhandle of West Virginia in the small town of Bethany, West Virginia. Downtown Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is only about an hour away, depending on traffic, of course, and Washington and Wheeling can both be reached in about 25 to 30 minutes. Because of our close proximity to our neighboring states, you can see on the second map here why our student population is so spread out. The green states, Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Maryland, and Florida, are where the majority of our students come from, but we do have at least one student from each of the gold states on campus. We also currently have students on campus from the 13 international countries represented below. In the top row, you'll see the United Kingdom, Greece, Antigua and Barbuda, Palestine, Germany, France, and Mexico. And then in that bottom row, you'll see Canada, Ethiopia, Australia, China, Chile, and Argentina. Bethany is a private liberal arts college that offers over 60 majors and minors and 8 pre-professional programs. Our pre-professional programs are advisory programs, which means that you choose a specific major and your academic advisor will help you tailor your curriculum to that pre-professional program. For example, if you want to become a doctor and are interested in the medical and health professions pre-professional program, a common major that students will choose is biology. From there, their academic advisor will help them choose specific classes that align with graduation requirements and prerequisites for acceptance into medical school. The top 5 majors from this year's freshman class were physical education and sports studies, biology, management, communications and media arts, and social work. I do think it's also important to note that 8% of this year's freshman class came in as undecided. At Bethany, students have until the end of their sophomore year to formally declare a major. That means that you have 4 semesters to take classes in your liberal arts core, while you also explore intro classes in any major that interests you. We do get asked all the time, what does liberal arts mean in college? Bethany's liberal arts core is designed to ensure that all Bethany students are acquainted at the college level with areas of knowledge and methods of thinking that are traditionally associated with a liberal arts education. Each student is required to successfully complete a 3 or 4 credit course in each of the 8 areas you see listed here: contemporary society and institutions, aesthetic awareness and creativity, human behavior, life science, literature, mathematical understanding, physical science, and the Western tradition. You can see here that each area has a wide variety of classes that students can choose from. Classes at liberal arts colleges are usually a little bit smaller and include classroom discussions almost on a daily basis, rather than a lecture-style classroom. Students have the opportunity to hear different perspectives, communicate their thoughts and ideas, and think critically. Students are also allowed and encouraged to take classes in many different disciplines. By definition, liberal arts colleges provide students an overview of the arts, humanities, mathematics, natural sciences, and social sciences. A degree from a liberal arts college is generally meant to prepare students for a variety of career paths versus a specific career path. Liberal arts students spend a lot of time communicating verbally and in writing. The intimate nature of most liberal arts educations prepares future employees for all areas of a career. Students will have analytical, communication, and teamworking skills that they will need to succeed. Companies are hiring liberal arts graduates more frequently now because of these skills. Every student who attends Bethany College follows a specific curriculum called the Bethany Plan, which is designed to prepare you for success in the 21st century, guiding you toward the fulfillment of your personal goals, the challenges of graduate study, and the preparation for productive and rewarding careers. The first step in the Bethany Plan is our first year experience, which includes a first year seminar. First year seminars introduce students to the study of a specialized subject area, help students improve writing and thinking skills, and familiarize students with the academic life of the college. Sophomore and junior year are all about out-of-class learning experiences. While it is not mandatory for students, if you are interested in study abroad opportunities, you'll have the opportunity to become engaged in global learning and spend time out of the country in a global setting. Internships are also a really important component of a Bethany education, as students gain professional and developmental experiences through working in their related fields of study. As a senior, you'll complete the capstone experience, a senior project created specifically to get you on your way to a master's degree and/or the entry-level job market, to transform you into a knowledgeable, productive human being. The very final step, comprehensive exams. These are an opportunity to find out what you know about your major, how much you've absorbed, and how well you express it. And when you come out on the other side, you will have earned it. You'll be smart, articulate, and well-rounded. You'll have been transformed into someone with the confidence to take the next step in your life head on. You will be a Bethany College graduate. Bethany College provides numerous support services for our students through the McCann Learning Center and the Student Health Center. Academic support services include supplemental instruction, tutoring, writing assistance, our PASS program, and ADA accommodations. Supplemental instruction is provided throughout all semesters for multiple courses. These sessions are great to attend if you want just a little extra help in a group setting. Individual tutoring is also available if you want more one-on-one instruction in specific classes. The Writing Center is where all students can go to get individual assistance with their writing assignments. Maybe you need help structuring a paper, or maybe you just want someone to proofread your assignment before you turn it in. All students are encouraged to use the free services that are provided in the Writing Center. Our PASS program, which is an acronym for Program for Academic and Social Success, is a specifically designed program for students identifying as having specific learning differences and attention deficit disorders. Students participate in one-on-one appointments with certified, experienced learning specialists to develop the metacognitive and multisensory strategies that are necessary for college success. This program does require an additional application and accepts a limited number of new students each year in order to ensure that the students in it receive thorough support while they are in the program. The McCann Learning Center also provides ADA accommodations for students who disclose a learning difference and provide us with proper documentation. In order to support our students' health and wellness, we do have physicians on campus and available to our students 3 mornings every week. Outside of doctor's hours, though, a licensed nursing staff is always available to see students. Services of the Student Health Center are provided to all students at no charge. Most medications and medical supplies are also distributed to our students at no charge. We do also have one full-time college counselor on campus to support all of our students' mental health. Choosing a college is all about finding the right fit for you, and we know that student life is a big part of that. Bethany is a residential campus, which means almost all of our students live in on-campus housing. Our residence halls promote an atmosphere of learning, personal growth, and the development of student relationships in an environment that is both safe and secure. Students live on campus in a variety of housing options that include traditional style residence halls to suite style housing and apartment style housing. Housing selection for first year students is done based on the date of your tuition deposit. So the earlier that you decide you will be attending Bethany and you submit that deposit, the higher your chances of getting your first preference residence hall will be. Our housing director and some of our resident assistants filmed a walkthrough video tour of the inside of our residence halls this summer. So if you would like to see that virtual inside tour, you can go on YouTube and just search for Bethany College, West Virginia Residence Hall Tour, and it'll pop right up. Students have two options for dining on campus. Ogden Dining Hall is our largest dining facility and serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner daily. Every student has an unlimited dining meal plan in here, so no need to keep track of weekly swipes or available dollars. From everyday staples like pizza, pasta, and a salad bar to a variety of changing menu items, you'll always find something good to eat in here. Ogden is also known for having late night dining hours until 9 o'clock every day, which can be a really nice option if you know that you have a full night of studying ahead of you. The other dining location on campus is called the Hub. Students have $100 per semester on their meal plan to spend in here. The Hub offers selections like Starbucks coffee, cold beverages, sandwiches, salads, soups, and a lot of snacks. This is a really good option if, for example, you have a super busy day and you know that you're just not going to have time to sit down and have lunch in Ogden. Bethany is an NCAA Division III athletics institution and the only Division III college in West Virginia. We do have 11 men's sports programs and 11 women's programs. And we also have a co-ed equestrian team. Roughly 70% of our student body are student athletes, and some of our students are even multi-sport athletes. If you are interested in continuing to compete in your sport after high school, I do encourage you to complete a recruiting questionnaire on our athletics website or to reach out to our coaches to express your interest and learn a little bit about the recruiting process. Whether you are involved in college athletics or not, there are so many opportunities to get involved on campus. Student Activities Council, Drama Club, Greek Life, Photography Club, Spanish Club, Student Government, Athletic Intramurals. These are just a few of the many clubs and organizations that are available to our students. Student Activities Council is known for planning fun and exciting events throughout the year for our students to enjoy, such as bingo nights, trivia nights, movie nights, and plenty of off-campus trips. Last year, some of the off-campus trips included a Pittsburgh Pirates game, a Cleveland Cavaliers game, Cedar Point, Halloween Fright Nights at Kennywood, Top Golf, and even ice skating trips. And the best part is that all of these trips are free for our students. Student Life is always looking to add more clubs and organizations on campus. So if you have an interest in something and you don't see that we have a club or organization that already exists, you can very easily submit a proposal to Student Life, and you will receive some funding for it if it is approved. Now, let's talk admission and financial aid. If you are a high school senior now, applications are open for your class. Applying to Bethany is always free. You can apply using the Bethany application on our website or the Common application. We have no preference on which one you use. It is completely up to you. The Bethany application is quick and easy. It will probably take you about 10 minutes, maybe even less. The Common application, if you're not super familiar with it yet, is easiest to think of as kind of like a universal application. There are over 800 colleges and universities in the United States that accept the Common application right now. It does take a little bit longer to complete, but once you're done, you can select up to 20 colleges or universities to have your application sent to at once. Bethany is now officially test optional. So if you choose to apply test optional, your enrollment file will be considered complete after we receive that application for admission and your official high school transcript. Since we are a rolling admission college, you can then expect to receive your admission decision letter in the mail within just a few weeks from that time. We have already started reviewing applications and sending out acceptance letters this year, and we will continue to review them on a rolling basis for the remainder of the academic year. Financial aid will begin as soon as you are accepted to Bethany. On this screen, you'll see some of our commonly awarded scholarships and grants. This list is not all-inclusive though. You can find the full list on our website at that link at the bottom there, bethanywv.edu/scholarships. For scholarships, for merit scholarships, all accepted students are considered for a merit scholarship of up to $20,000. This scholarship is determined based on your cumulative high school GPA and is renewable year after year. The higher your high school GPA, the higher your merit scholarship will be. This scholarship will be included in your admission decision letter. So if you have been accepted to the college, make sure that you read that entire letter. Presidential Honors and Kalon Leaders are 3 competitive scholarship opportunities with specific eligibility requirements. Invitations to attend one of the competition days for these scholarships will be sent out to qualified students. Presidential Honors and Kalon Leaders scholarships cannot be combined with merit scholarships. And I'll touch on these scholarships just a little bit more in just a moment. Our visit grant is $1,000 and it is available to any student who schedules and attends their first campus visit through our enrollment office. Currently, we are hosting campus visits through both a virtual format so that you can still visit and learn about Bethany from home and receive that $1,000 visit grant, as well as some on-campus visits. We did just start opening our on-campus visits back up very recently, but they are offered only on a limited basis as of right now. We currently have 2 campus tours per day, Monday through Friday, and only 1 student or 1 family per tour. As you can imagine, they are filling up pretty fast, so I definitely recommend getting on our website and scheduling one as soon as possible if you are interested in visiting campus. I do believe the month of October is almost completely booked, and November is filling up pretty quickly. We offer an alumni referral award. Bethany graduates are able to refer up to 3 high school seniors every year to receive a $1,000 alumni referral award. So if you know any Bethany alumni, now is a great time to connect or reconnect with them. Excuse me. Bethany is the oldest of 15 Disciples of Christ colleges and universities in the United States. Our founder, Alexander Campbell, was actually also one of the founding fathers of the Christian church. We do have 2 scholarship opportunities available to students who are members of the DOC. Dan is our enrollment counselor who works specifically with these scholarships, and he can answer any questions you may have. Feel free to either copy his email down or take a screenshot of it if you would like to talk with him. To apply for financial aid in addition to these scholarships we have already talked about, you will need to complete a free application for Federal Student Aid, or FAFSA for short. This opens up for seniors every year on October 1st, so it is up and running right now. The FAFSA will determine any additional federal, state, or college grants that you qualify for, as well as any student loan or federal work-study opportunities. For outside scholarships, we do accept the West Virginia Promise Scholarship here at Bethany. If you have not already, definitely be sure to talk with your high school counselor about scholarship opportunities. They are often the most knowledgeable person about college scholarships that are local to your community. I work with West Virginia students, and every year I have a lot of students who do earn outside scholarships, either through their high schools, through their part-time jobs, through their parents' employers, et cetera, et cetera. As for other outside scholarships, you can use the internet to search for them. We do want to make sure all students are safe while doing this and only applying for legitimate scholarships. I would recommend starting on our website at that same link that's on the screen, the scholarships website. On there, you will see a section for outside scholarships with some external links. to some credible websites to use. Now let's go back to those competitive scholarships and give you a little bit more information on them. Bethany College recognizes the rising cost of higher education and strives to be an affordable option for all prospective students and families. Approximately 90% of our students receive financial assistance. Bethany offers the Presidential Scholarship as well as the Honors and Kalon Leaders programs as competitive awards. The competitive scholarship competition will include 2 rounds for the 2021-2022 academic year. In order to be eligible, students must have a minimum official high school GPA of a 3.0 and complete the following 3 things for round number 1. An application for admission and be academically accepted to Bethany prior to the round 1 deadline. A separate scholarship application, which includes an activity sheet and some short answer questions, and then have the FAFSA completed as well. For round 1, students will submit that scholarship application that includes the short answers to a series of questions and that activity sheet for review. Applications will be evaluated by the scholarship committee to determine if a student will be invited to interview in round 2 for either the honors or the Kalon Leaders programs. In round 2, students will not only have a scheduled Zoom interview with a group of interviewers, but they will also have to provide a response to an essay question that will be provided ahead of time. As a result of these interviews, a candidate may be nominated by the interview group for the award that best matches not only how they can contribute to the individual scholarship or award program, but also to the Bethany College campus and student experience. Students who exhibit stellar academic, leadership, and personal characteristics may be nominated for the full tuition Presidential Scholarship along with their honors or Kalon program offer. Excuse me. To wrap up, I wanted to share some responses from some of our current students about different reasons why they chose to attend Bethany. I think one of the most important things about the college search process is to understand that everyone's different. Some things will matter more to you than others. Location, programs of study, class size, athletics, scholarship opportunities. The list really could go on and will probably look different for every one of you watching this presentation. I really hope that at least one of the reasons on this screen connects with you and makes you want to apply to Bethany. Okay, so my contact information is on this screen. Please feel free, call, text, email, anytime. Also, make sure you follow us on social media for important information and reminders throughout the year. It looks like we have a couple Q&A questions, so let's transition to those for a few minutes and get your questions answered. Oh, someone said that that video did not play for them. I will send it out next week once I receive some information for your contact info. I will send it to all of you so you can find it. Okay, let's see, what else do we have here? Someone asked about the cost of attendance. So we can go over that for a few. The cost of attendance, so that means tuition, fees, room and board, is between about $43,000 and $44,000 and some change. It fluctuates only depending on which residence hall that you select. But if you remember, merit scholarships go up to $20,000. And then if you qualify and compete for one of those competitive scholarships, you could potentially earn up to full tuition. So that would bring your cost of attendance down really, really quick. So for a lot of our students, that kind of sticker cost comes down really, really fast and becomes very comparable with other schools and even some state schools. And that's even before FAFSA and all that comes into play. So just institutional awards right off the bat will bring that cost down for you. Looks like, okay. some biology and chem departments. Okay, so yeah, so like I mentioned, the biology, so the science department as a whole is probably our most popular department on campus. Within that, biology is definitely the most popular major in that department, but chemistry is definitely up there too. We have a lot of students who maybe intend to go into a medical field someday, whether it be the physician route, the laboratory route, and a lot of them will choose to do either biology or chemistry. And we also have a combined program too that takes both of those programs and essentially brings them together. It's called biochemistry. So if you want to get some background in both of those areas, that's a really good option to pursue, because you'll kind of have experience, and you'll have the knowledge in both of those areas to make yourself a little bit more marketable. With those programs, we do have a dedicated building for them. It's called the Richardson Hall of Science. So you will spend most of your time for your classes for your major in that building. We have some state-of-the-art labs in there, and you're still going to see smaller class sizes, even though those are some of our most popular majors. So within that department, you're probably going to see class sizes in the area of 10 to 15 students when you start out. Freshman year, maybe similar sophomore year, but once everyone kind of picks their dedicated path in their specific major, your junior and senior year, you will see class sizes shrink down a little bit to the point where maybe your senior year, you have classes in with maybe like 5, 6, 7 students, which at that point in time, I always say that's the best time in your college education to have such a small class size. Because for you, if you are intending to go into a medical field of some sort, you will be applying to medical school, PT school, veterinary school, whatever route you're looking to take, that's when all that comes into play. So to have such small class sizes and have those great relationships with your professors is a really big advantage for our students. The other thing that I really like about our small class sizes and the professors is the fact that you're probably going to have the same professors 2, 3 times throughout your 4 years, especially in your major. So you really get to know them throughout your years as an undergrad student. So when it comes time to apply, whether it is, like I said, medical school or employment, whichever route you want to go, to be able to have those close relationships where the professors really, really know you, they can write those rec letters for you, extremely personalized, and really be able to talk about you very specifically as who you are and what your potential is. So our students really like, that's a big opportunity and a big advantage to going to a smaller school, is all those relationships and what comes from them. All right. Anything else? If anyone had any other questions, please feel free to drop them in. A simple question that I do get asked all the time, I'll share with you, is about having a car on campus. Our students can have a car all 4 years if they wish. It's not mandatory. You definitely don't need one. You can walk everywhere on campus, but if you have one and would like to bring it, you're more than welcome to. The parking permit fees are already included in our students' tuition and fees, so it's nothing extra, nothing out of pocket. If you're not going to bring a car, no big deal. You'll fill out a little form that just says, I'm not bringing one, and then they'll take that charge off of your bill for you. So that's one thing that our students love that's already included. There are a couple other things that I think are just good to know. Some things that make us a little bit different. So the parking fees are included. Laundry is another thing that's included in our tuition and fees. So you don't have to worry about having quarters on hand or making sure you have dollars on your swipe card. You can do laundry every day if you really want to. You do provide your own laundry detergent, of course, but the machines are available to you for free. Printing is something else. You can print anywhere on campus, as many times as you need, as many pages as you need at no extra cost. That is already included as well. And perhaps our biggest thing that's already included in our tuition for our students is your textbooks. So I think that's something that is super unique that we offer for our students. It's a book rental program, but the cost and the savings that our students get out of it make it so worth it. It's about $600 for the year, and it includes all of your textbooks. And like I said, that's already included. So you're not paying that separate. You're not paying that out of pocket. You don't have to pay for each textbook individually out of pocket. Our students love it. You're definitely not required to participate in that program, but I've never known a student to not because it is such a cost savings for them. Let's see, what is there to do around Bethany? So if you've ever been to the town, Bethany's a very small town. So if you're looking for activities off of campus, you will have to go a little bit. We do have a town right next to us. It's called Bellsburg. It's about 10 minutes away. And there you can find some fun things to do. You're gonna find a grocery store, a Walgreens if you need that, some fast food restaurants. That's definitely gonna be your closest town. But then if you're looking for like big, like I'll call them suburbia galore type areas, for lack of a better term, you'll head down to Wheeling or out to Washington, which are typically only about 20, 25, maybe 30 minutes at the most if you hit some traffic. So definitely still reachable for our students, but there's a lot that happens on campus. So pretty much every weekend, you know, Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, student activities has something going on almost all the time. And then if you are an athlete on campus, of course, you will be busy. You're gonna be very busy between your classes and practice and games and travel and whatever else the programs have going on, you'll definitely be busy. So our students find that they are involved in a lot, but they also still do have some free time. So that's when those clubs and organizations come into play. So we have a lot of students, pretty much everyone's involved in something. And like I said, we're always looking to add more. So if you love something and you see that we don't quite have it yet, we're more than encouraging you to submit that proposal to get that going. What is the campus environment like typically? Friendly, professional? So one of the big words, the more you visit Bethany and talk to people at Bethany, probably the key word you're going to hear a lot is connections. And that kind of goes right along with this question. So the campus is extremely friendly. You're going to find connections everywhere. Before you even become a student at Bethany, while you're still technically considered a prospective student, you will be connected to so many people. So me, of course, if you're from West Virginia, I'll be talking to you quite a bit. If you're involved in athletics, obviously you're gonna know your coach very well. You'll get to know your teammates ahead of time very well. We have some peer mentors that'll help you through orientations. You'll get to know students that way. And then once you're on campus, I mean, everybody is a friendly face. I always tell students the best thing that you can do is just smile and say hello to every person that you pass. Because, you know, they're probably looking for the same thing. And when everyone starts at Bethany at the beginning of the year and you're a new student, that's the easiest way to make new friends. So everybody's willing to help. If you are lost and you can't find someplace, you can find any staff member, professor, anyone who works on campus, and they will walk you to wherever you're looking to go. So it's definitely that type of environment where everyone's very friendly, everyone's very welcoming, and that's a reason we get told a lot of times why students will choose to come to Bethany. One of the reasons is because it feels like home, and it does feel like a big family to them. Are there any student clubs? Yes, absolutely. Anything from social clubs, athletics, so like athletic intramurals, service clubs, if you enjoy doing community service and giving back, academic clubs, with, you know, biology, Spanish club, what else, business club. There's a ton to get involved in. So at the beginning of the year, typically in the first week of class, we do hold a fair on campus where all of our clubs and organizations will come and get together so that you can see what's all available and you can get involved in whatever you want. I always tell students, if you want to sign up for 17 different things, by all means, go for it. You'll probably be really busy and I'm not really sure when you'll sleep, but it makes it worth it. And our students, you know, they take full advantage of that and they get involved in a lot. Greek life is really popular on our campus as well. Probably right around 50-ish% of our students are involved in Greek life. So that's definitely something if you're interested in, you'll hear about it all the time. If you're not quite interested in it, that's okay. It's not mandatory, you don't have to do it, but it is something that's really big. And you'll see our fraternities and sororities, they always have events going on. to support their different philanthropies. So even if you're not involved in Greek life, you'll still see a lot of students that'll attend all those events because it's something to do that's fun for them, and they know that they're helping a good cause while they do it. Okay, let's see here. It looks like that's about it. All right, so I think I will wrap it up here. If you have any questions, my contact information was there. I hope you took a quick picture of it. Reach out anytime. I'm more than happy to talk to you all about Bethany or anything that you're interested in. So I thank you very, very much for joining me this evening, and I hope everyone has a wonderful night.
All right, thank you so much, and thank you for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a quick 4-question survey. We would appreciate any feedback that you are able to provide. Also, this was just one of the many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for any additional sessions at WVACRAO.org. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at WVACRAO.org. Thank you guys. Have a great night.